I've heard this thing over and over and over again, like a broken record. All men cheat.
Lie.
You didn't even allow me to wait. I thought I asked you.
Okay.
You know, but truly, why are they always attacking people that all men cheat? Me, I know it's not true.
No, I shouldn't answer the question. You know, the best way to judge a case is always to have a witness.
Yes.
So you are a witness, okay? So from your experience, do all men cheat? At least you have a man in your life. You have a man as a husband.
Yes.
Okay. So you are a witness. You can tell them. So because see, when you say all men, mind you, when a woman says men, it means all. There's no man that doesn't cheat. That is
all
one.
Around the world.
Then that means there's something that also came, to my mind, that if a woman is saying all men cheat, so is it that she has slept with all the men in the world, or all the men in her country?
That's a very important
for her to know that all men cheat. That's another thing, that you should be thinking about. Think about.
But honestly, on a serious note, that's what you hear everywhere, especially even when this whole feminism thing started. Men has come, they just kind of generalize it. It's more of generalization. Yeah. But like he was saying, so I'm going to speak about my husband, right? This is because
I'm also a man.
Yeah, he's a man, so that's case study.
So at least I'm part of the all men. So let's see here from the witness.
So this is it. Since I got married to my husband, right?
Please, my lord. You people are my lord.
I got married to my husband.
Speak the truth and nothing but the truth.
Testify. That is what I'm doing. You see my one hand. Your own is 5. My own is like 1.
No, I'm not saying that she will speak the truth and nothing but the truth.
Honestly, I have not had any reason to doubt my husband. To say, okay, my husband is sleeping around, or my husband is just following people around.
No, but you doubted me when we were dating.
No, that's the beginning time. That's what I said.
You doubted me.
After we got married. This is 10 years later.
That will be another story for another day.
But actually, I used to suspect him.
Another chat. But anyway, let's stay on this.
Yes.
Let's stay on
so
this.
we're trying to stay on the positive stuff because
let's stay on this particular.
Yes, yeah.
So what did you discover?
So I discovered that I think it's all about values, about principle.
You are talking too much. Just go ahead and tell them. When she met me, she now discovered that I was a virgin.
That is it. By the grace of God,
I was actually a virgin.
He was a virgin boy.
I will talk. We're going to talk about something that happened when we were dating. But the truth is that she discovered that I was actually a virgin. And I was a virgin in my 30s.
Honestly.
So she couldn't.
I didn't believe it actually. I like, okay,
but
this one, are you?
If you are doubting, it is when you now want to, do the do. Just when you discover that, this guy is clueless. So
what's going on in this place?
See, this guy is a clueless. And then I had because my energy was never on that. And I was still a virgin. I had not even bothered to take any education on it or to do any research or nothing. So I was not even educated on it.
You see?
So I thought it's just by power or by might.
It's not by power, by might.
And she now actually confirmed that this guy, you are clueless. So
yes, that was when.
So I was a virgin. So if all men are cheats, how come that she ended up with a virgin?
So you see, case study is that there are people who have not evidence. Men who have not even had ever.
So based on this. My lord.
So, and that influenced for me the past 10 years or 11 years of marriage now. That's influenced our marital relationship because I have not had any reason to doubt and say, this man, if I say they follow woman, they sleep around, or any question of adultery in my head.
You cannot even have
because
it because
I've seen that
a man you see it's difficult, especially for virgins. A man that could have been disciplined. Being a virgin and keeping a virgin, it takes a lot of discipline.
Of course.
It means your energy is never channeled in that area. Energy is channeled to other things. So and then whenever you see such things, you immediately want to abstain from it because it takes discipline.
Yes.
If not,
discipline, you have to be very principled.
If it is not discipline, every Tom, Dick, and Harry
anything
will be a virgin.
If there's a skirt involved.
Every man and every woman will be a virgin, but it takes discipline and it takes you not listening to what is happening in your environment. Yes, there will be men that that are not virgins that are sleeping around. Of course, there are women too. There are women too that are not virgins that are sleeping around. But hey, there are still very, very good men that do not sleep around. In short, in my circle, that's one of the things that you find out.
Very important.
In my circle, kind of people I associate with, they're the kind of people that hold the same value that I hold. So when a man or a woman, okay, in this case, we're talking about men cheating. So when a woman is saying that all men are cheats.
Cheats.
She needs to check the circle of men she's always finding herself in.
Men.
The kind of men she's always hanging around with. What kind of values do they have? If
It's like anything goes.
Yes, if it's the
anything we go.
If the kind of men that have no discipline, that have no value system, that have no principles, that their body is not something to just be, tampered with, and their private, part is not something that they can just be keeping everywhere.
And they are men like that, actually.
If there are people that have no qualms with that, and that's their mindset, that is what you will get. Because you find that you date number one, the person with that same values. You date number two with that same values. You date number three. Is the cycle.
You will think all men
so
are cheats.
you need to ask yourself, what kind of men am I always around?
Very important.
So the kind of men you are around are the kind of men that are giving you that experience that is making you have that belief. Meanwhile, if you move yourself away from those kind of men to another kind of men that have different values, and you enter into those cycle of men, you will discover
see a different picture.
You discover that those cycle of men are the people that are like, hey, don't touch me. Okay, I'm all about doing it in marriage, and when I'm in marriage, all I know is my wife. I mean, that's their value system.
I remember,
and there are men like that, because I know there are quite a lot of men like that. And the thing is that social media is just deceiving people that no, all men are cheating. It's the cycle of people you are around,
and it's also what you see. I mean, we live in a world that is very. You can literally feel the immorality in the air.
Yes.
Especially
on social media.
On social media, you put on your phone, you're seeing
when you are seeing
a lot of.
Yes.
It's like pornography on your phone. You're just seeing on Instagram.
You now start thinking that's how real life is.
So you feel that's the world.
Everybody's like that.
Everybody's
it's
not
a lie.
Like that. My brother, my sister, it's not like that.
No.
You understand? I remember when my husband then he gave me one gist some years ago. How much, because of how principled he was, there was someone who came to hit you on your butt. One lady.
Very fine babe.
And he turned and warned her and said, "Do not do it again. Don't do it."
No,
it's not like that. I don't do that.
Because it's just my principle. A friend, somebody that was close to me, fine babe, one of those people that was, interested in me. So it's not an ugly babe, fine. But because of my principle, there's certain things she don't do. So she jocularly, in a joking manner, when we were somewhere, and she just spanked me on my butt. And I was like, I was furious.
Hold on, what's that?
Don't do that. No, I don't. You don't touch the private parts. No, don't play that play. Boundaries. This set of men, this group of men, we have boundaries. Yeah. So because we set boundaries and we have boundaries, it is difficult for us to find ourselves in those kind of compromising positions that will lead to us committing adultery. Okay, so it is adultery. Okay, especially for people like us that have that believe in the principles that we stand by, which has to do with the values and the principles of God and Christ. It is adultery. We will not do such wickedness. We will not engage in such act. We will not spend our time, our money, or anything on such things.
And I'm sure it wasn't easy, right? It's not like, it wasn't easy. Just I mean, macho man, I want to do the right thing.
No, because you see beautiful women everywhere now.
You see people everywhere.
There are women.
These days, breasts everywhere. Breasts don't wear clothes. It's down. You just see everything. And so to have been able to stand and say, okay,
discipline.
So it takes discipline.
And they are disciplined men.
And they are disciplined.
So it's a lie. It's a lie. I will just advise any lady that you feel that all the men that you have been dating, that are, you have been dating men and they are all sleeping around, or you are married and the man you are married to is sleeping around, you chose from that circle of men. Those men that don't have that value.
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's nothing to them.
It's nothing.
They don't have that discipline. They don't have that belief system. So you must have to tell yourself, what kind of man do you have? Then you have to.
Very true.
That's why every relationship first in marriage, you must start it based on what? You must start it based on the value system first.
Value system, very important.
You don't date somebody based on just the butterflies you are feeling in your stomach. Your eye will clear.
Because down the road,
your eye will clear. When your value system don't match, your value systems don't match, your eye will clear. That's a conversation that we'll have for another day.
Yeah.
But let me just drop it there. His value system is not, in line in that aspect, okay? In terms of being prim and proper, in terms of keeping themselves, being disciplined, S purity. I don't want to mention the word because of, I don't want the video to be flat. But S purity is the value system of our own kind of men, group of men, our own circle kind of men. So the other circle of men, the S-purity is not in their circle. So if you want the men that are not busy sleeping around and you call them the people that cheat, then make sure that S-purity is in their own circle is what counts.
And that's a very good advice, because I know there are people, I've heard of situations where they'll tell you, the man will say, if maybe the woman caught the husband cheating, for example, had adultery, slept around. Do you know what they say? I'm an African man. I'm supposed to even have 5 wives. So I will bring another woman if you're not careful.
It's okay for men to sleep around.
That's one chance that you enter.
It's okay for men to sleep around.
The values, like you said,
men are not women, women are not men. It's okay for men to sleep around. It is their value
system.
Okay,
it's not a prince.
You have simply entered the one chance of those kind of
glorious,
men. That is why the circle of men you are picking from, that is their value system.
Yeah.
So you have to
even when you're crying, you say you are cheating on me. Say,
no,
I'm cheating on you.
You have to leave. They just have to leave that cycle. If you leave those cycle of men, and sometimes for the women to experience our own cycle of men, they have to also change in their mindset.
That is not everything.
Because sometimes
because
it's not just a matter of positivity. You attract who you are.
Yeah.
You attract the kind of man that you are. That you are. As a woman, you attract the kind of man that you as a person you are. If you are the kind of human that also believes in S-purity, whenever you are looking for men, you discover that you are first of all looking at their value systems.
Yeah, so it can
what they say, how they act. You want to understand their belief systems before you talk about going into a relationship with them, because it matters a lot to you. Yeah. But if you are the person that it's just all about fine guy, fine muscles, has money, has these blinks and all that,
meet at the junction.
You don't really care what you will end up not looking at the value system first. You end up looking at the physicals and not the value system. When you don't look at the value system and the physical, that's what you get. What you get is the cheating man. Then you now think that all men cheat. That is a big lie. So that's all for today. I think that's all for today.
Absolutely. I think that's it. That's it basically.
That's it for today. Until we see you on our next video. All right.
Bye.
Bye.